All right, we have Austin Villarreal joining the show, and first and foremost, congratulations are in order. He's already a member of the track and field team at UWM, and he just earned a spot on the basketball team. And honestly, you're too good of a hooper not to be playing college hoops. You know, average 17 plus points per game at Arrowhead, shot 45% from three. And obviously, you're a freak athlete. So, my first question before we get into your journey earning that spot on the team is, you have a vertical jump in the 40s, and that doesn't happen by accident. Just talk about the work you put in to accomplish that vertical jump.
Well, you see, is a lot of people think like vertical is like genetic or something. Like, oh, this person's always been able to jump high, but for me, it's been different. Like, I wouldn't say the most athletic person when I was younger, but I was pretty athletic. But I always wanted to be able to dunk and stuff, and I could not dunk. I used to get made fun of actually, like freshman year in high school for it. So I started walking backwards on a treadmill because a good friend of mine that was like a track coach told me about it. He was saying like, "Oh yeah, you should try walking backwards on a treadmill. It works on like your quads and like your knees and stuff." At first, I was like, "This guy is crazy. I'm not gonna listen to him." And then I actually started doing it, and not lie, I honestly think my vertical increased like 8 inches in 1 year just from that. I started walking backwards on a treadmill, and I started doing this my favorite isometric, which is called a Spanish squat, which is amazing. And if you don't know what it is, it's like you're doing a wall sit, but you have a band around your knees and it's connected to something. So it's like pulling you, but you're doing like a wall sit just on air. And oh my gosh, I'm telling you that changes your life, changes your legs and your life.
Yeah, no, that's wild. And would you do it for on like a treadmill that's turned off for the backwards walking? Is it turned off, or do you ever do it with the treadmill on at a incline?
You can really do both of like both worlds because like I had to experiment sometimes because I didn't have a treadmill sometimes. So sometimes I would go to like my local like gym near, and they were like it was like an old fashioned treadmill, but it still worked because I just turned it off and went
Yeah.
backwards. But what I would say is the best is when it's like it can do incline. Like if you can do incline and put the speed like at like 1.5, and if you do it to 10 to 15 minutes, I would say 2 to 3 times a week. Oh my gosh. Your legs will thank you. And you'll save your knees when you get to your 40s.
There we go. We got the cheat code here. Yeah. So talk about your decision to choose UWM for college to join the track and field team, and was earning a spot on the basketball team a big reason why you went to UWM.
I would say that's definitely contributed a lot to it because people really don't know. I never did track before. Like I was
Wow.
just super athletic and stuff. And the crazy part is I got Division 1 offers for track from a TikTok.
Really?
From me just dunking in a TikTok. Yeah. I have it like pinned on my TikTok, one of the first ones. I think
Yeah.
I was like a junior. And I just jumped from like the middle of the free throw line and I dunked it. I didn't think too much about it. I just posted it. And I
Yeah.
didn't think a TikTok was going to do something like that because I think it was like a week after it. I don't know how they got my dad's email because they were trying to contact me before, but I was like, oh, someone's prank calling me. It's just from
Yeah.
my friends trying to like screw with me or something. But turned out it was actually like a real, like legit scholarship offer for like track. And it's
Oh,
just crazy. Like first it was Milwaukee, and we were like, oh wow, this is cool. And then some other schools called as well, some really big ones too, because Iowa State was interested as well in track, and I was like, "What?"
all from
I
a
was like, "Why
TikTok.
would you want me?" Yeah, all from a TikTok. I was like, "Why would you want me?" Like, I never done this sport. Like, I didn't know track was a sport until I would say realistically, probably when I got offered for track. I didn't know what it was. Like, I just thought it was all running. I didn't know there was jumping in it.
That's that's wild. It just shows that's the world we live in today. You could, yeah, anything's possible. A little TikTok goes out there, and next thing you know, you're a D1 athlete. So, yeah, just talk
Mhm.
about what were your other options for college. Like, what you chose UWM, but what was your backup? Did you look at playing basketball at some other places?
Well, at first, like before the season started, like my breakout season, I was offered like a preferred walk on to Green Bay, and I really liked. That. I was like, "Oh, that's nice," but like I was like, I got to get a scholarship somewhere. So then when I got that track scholarship to Milwaukee, I really liked the opportunity because I was like, I believe I could make the basketball team there.
Yeah,
Maybe not the first year because the first year I didn't try. I was like, I'm just gonna do track. And luckily the basketball program, I didn't realize they were actually really interested in me freshman year going into them. So that's why I decided to do the track program there. But what really sucked, but ended up, I think everything worked out perfectly was after the basketball season, I got like two Division 1 programs that are really interested, but they didn't know I was committed for track. And it
Mm,
was UTEMP and Rice. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. But I was like, I can't. I already signed to Milwaukee for track.
yeah.
But I stayed motivated though. I stayed motivated though. I was like, you know what, this is good. I'm just gonna continue to hoop, work on hooping. And if I don't like track, then hey, those opportunities are there.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was pretty good.
So yeah, what did your basketball training look like your freshman year?
Freshman year, I would say it was crazy because I didn't know the basketball coaches were watching what I was doing. Because there's like a
Yeah.
little local gym called the K, and it's awesome because you get access like the entire day. And like the thing I like about track, the workouts. I mean, I didn't really like it because the workouts were too easy. Like we didn't do so much stuff. Like in basketball, you'll be
Yeah.
dead. Track, you get 40 minutes, but it's smart though. So like your body's okay. But besides that, every time track practice ended, I needed to make sure I made at least 500 shots.
Oh wow.
And I had to work on my ball handling too, because like I looked at all my weaknesses and like how I lost in state. And I was like, my ball handling was like not where it should have been.
Okay. Wow. No, that's interesting. So they were so it was more them pursuing you than you knocking on the door to make this happen.
Yeah, it was like both. Because at first I was like, oh gosh, this might not work well. But I've been pretty good friends with one of the coaches because like he was like one of my childhood coaches, Jose
Okay.
Winston, an amazing coach, and Bart Lundy, like the new coach that came, I believe
Yeah.
like 2 years ago. Awesome. And like every time I was shooting, I always saw them. I was like, oh, I know them. I'll just wave.
Yeah.
And I didn't know over time that would build up.
Yeah. So what you okay? So you were the plan was to go to UWM on a track scholarship and then get on the basketball team. So that was the
Yep,
goal.
I
Okay.
never gave up on basketball because I was like I had some unfinished business with it, and I had like newly found athleticism that I didn't have as much in the season,
Sure.
which I was kind of disappointed on. I was like, you can't be serious. I just got this now.
In addition to your hard work, do you think that, or were you a late bloomer at all? Where the athleticism just kicked in a little late for you, or others it kicks in when they're 14?
I would definitely say, yeah, it
Yeah,
was just insane because I was able to dunk like freshman year of high school, but when the season ended, I was able to do an East Bay, and I was like, "What the heck? I've never been able to do that." And
yeah,
then I was able to jump over people, and I was like, "Wait, what the heck?" And I was like, why do I have this now?" I'm like, "I'm not playing basketball right now." And then I found out I had a crazy bounce when I dunked from the free throw line for the first time. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" It's like I've never tried that or attempted that before.
yeah. And so, how did they inform you that you had a spot on the team, and how rewarding was that feeling?
It was honestly amazing because like when the track season ended, uh, one of the coaches called me before. He was like, "You want to do this? Like, are you actually want to do this?" And I was so relieved because before I was a little down. I was like, "Oh shoot, maybe I kind of messed up. Maybe I messed up not trying to just pursue basketball or just going to like a small D2 or something like that."
Yeah,
But when they called, I was like, I was about to cry, and I never really cry unless it was like when Kobe died. But everybody I can understand that. But
100%.
it felt like a dream. I was like, oh God, this is one of those dreams that something's really good. And when you wake up, you'd be like, oh God, it's a Monday. But no, it was crazy when he called.
Yeah, and so a lot of walk-ons kind of have the understanding of, or I guess you're not a walk-on. You're yeah. Actually, take me through that. So, are you going to continue doing track and field and stay on scholarship there, and then, I mean, it doesn't really matter if you have a scholarship or not with the basketball team if you have a scholarship with the track team. So, are you sticking
Yeah,
on
I
the
was.
track team?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it depends. It depends. It depends on how we do for basketball and how because I'm either gonna 100% commit to basketball or just do a little bit of track in like the spring, like when basketball's done.
Yeah.
It just depends on like how the season starts and goes. But yeah.
Okay. But yeah. So a lot. I mean, so it's hard to call you a walk-on, but a lot of people who join the team say late in their like college journey where they don't go as a basketball player and you join, you're heading to your sophomore year, they have the understanding of like, hey, I'm a part of a D1 team, I get to travel, I get to practice, I get to make really cool connections, get to be a part of a really cool experience. But um I take it you're not satisfied just with being a member of the team. Your goal is to get on the
Mhm.
court eventually.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I'm not. I'm used to this. Like one of the one of the people that are friends with you, Ryan Leonard,
Yeah.
he understands me because like freshman year of like high school, I was not that good at basketball. Like I was on JV, we were on the same team, and the cool thing about him is like he went to the gym with me. Like we were like the only kids that were really in the gym the entire time. Then I got a sophomore year, and they were like informed me like you might be on JV still, but like you could be on varsity, but like just know you won't get minutes. And at first I was a little depressed, but I was like, no, 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 no. I want to play it. Like I'm so like I feel like I can do it. Like I have so many people that like don't believe in me, and I was like, I want to like I just want to do it.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm treating it right now. Like I guess I need to prove.
Yeah. No, and shout out Lenny. Lenny, I
Yep,
guarantee he's
Lenny
gonna be
knows
watching
it.
that. Yeah. Yeah. No,
Yep,
Lenny's a
Lenny's
great
my
dude.
guy.
Yeah. So your Arrowhead team, your senior year, now has three Division One hoopers, a Division One football player. Where do you rank your team from your senior year amongst Arrowhead's best in the history of Arrowhead basketball?
I would say honestly, ours is probably the best, just because basketball has become so advanced now that our big man could actually shoot threes, but he didn't actually shoot in the game.
Yeah,
But our team that has won state, like I think like so the year like 2010 or something,
yeah, you got it.
their
Ben
big
Mills.
man could not do what our big man could do, and like our depth was just crazy.
Yeah,
I think
I
that's what beats the teams.
okay. I will say Ben Mills was 7 feet.
But he could he shoot though? That's the question.
No, no, he wasn't a shooter, but man, he can run the floor, and yeah, no,
Yeah, I
he
was gonna
was good.
say.
But yeah, no, I think I agree. It's those two teams. You guys definitely had more like Division 1 talent, but they had like a lot of really good Division 3 guys who were like I
I'm
think
telling you,
pretty good at that
Division
level.
Three is slept on.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I'm saying. Like these guys are real D3 hoopers who know how to play. So yeah, no, I would probably give the edge to you guys though, just because of the higher end talent. But yeah, so cool. And then hopefully, I just had Bennett and Mac on the show recently. Hopefully, we get to see that matchup on the court.
Yep.
That would be pretty slick. But yeah, those are all the questions I got for you. Let's move to the rapid fire round, and I'll let you get out of here. So, first question I
Gotcha.
got for you is the toughest loss you've experienced as a player.
I would say probably State. State was definitely a really tough loss.
The best win you've had as a player.
I would say in eighth grade, uh, I was with this team called Phenom, and we beat like the number one team in the country, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Sure. Favorite cheat day meal.
Oh, I would have to say probably a McChicken from McDonald's.
Favorite exercise in the gym.
Oh, we all know that walking backwards on a
Yeah,
treadmill.
yes, sir. Favorite TV show.
Uh, Probably Lupin. And if you know what that is on Netflix, oh my gosh,
Mhm.
it's good.
Okay. Favorite pizza topping.
That's a hard one. Definitely not pineapple. I don't know.
I
I was
agree. No, I'm with
traumatized
you.
from that.
I'm with you.
Honestly, probably just cheese. I just rock cheese.
Okay. Favorite ice cream flavor.
Honestly, just vanilla.
All right. I agree with you. I throw a little Oreos on there, but yeah, vanilla is slept on a little bit. Favorite music genre.
That's hard because I just got into music. Like, no joke, I never listened to music before. Like when I worked out, I just didn't really listen to anything. Till now. Now I like I'm listening to more rap and stuff.
Okay. If you could have dinner with any person who's alive right now, who would it be?
Probably probably Elon Musk. I wanna like learn upon his like knowledge and stuff.
Sure, that's a good pick. Who's the best player in the world right now? Basketball player.
Ooh. I would say Giannis, but he's getting so old. Probably Nikola Jokic, because he can do anything. He's like 7'10" and he can shoot the ball like Curry, dribble the ball, and like he doesn't
Yeah.
even work out sometimes. And it's just like, nay,
Yeah, and
he's
29
him.
is so old. I,
Yeah, it's
I think
just
Jokic is 29 too. Yeah, I think.
yeah,
But
I get it. It's just Giannis gets injured more, so it's like
yeah,
I don't know. And as
yeah,
a Bucks fan, it's just you've become so depressed lately from injuries and losing Drew Holiday.
no, I get it. So, MJ or LeBron?
Ooh, probably LeBron. I'll probably say it because I'm not an old head, but Now I'll say LeBron, just because I was able to watch him. I wasn't able to watch Jordan because that's like prehistoric film. So,
Toughest player you've ever had to guard.
ooh, I would probably say Elliot. I don't know how to say his last name, but he was on North Carolina.
Okay.
He was fast. He was fast, and he could use his body. I was like, oh gosh,
Dogs or cats?
dogs, cats are evil.
Favorite food?
I don't even know. I don't like eat anything like probably rice, just rice, like orange rice.
All right. Favorite holiday?
Christmas, easily Christmas.
And last one, your favorite movie?
Ooh, I would probably say probably Batman. I don't know what Batman it was though. The one with Bane. I feel like the Batman with Bane was really good.
No, it was. And yeah, those are all the questions I got for you, Austin. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Congratulations. Very exciting. And looking forward to staying connected along the way.
Nope. Thank you for having me on.